What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You are here with Guni for a transfer special. Yes, a transfer special because we have had some breaking news from Mr. Here We Go himself. Mr. Fabrizio Romano has just come out on some news, massive news on Leeds' Raphinha. But before we get into that information, make sure you do smash that subscribe button, smash the like button as well, and leave your thoughts down there in the comments. And let's get into it. So Mr. Fabrizio Romano, like I said, has spoken, and the negotiations between Chelsea and Leeds United are going very, very well and appear to be going very, very quickly. So let's see what Mr. Fabrizio Romano has had to say, and he has tweeted more than once on this because several things have happened in a short space of time, people. But because you're here on Man Knows Football, I'm here to give you all of those updates. And big up to all of those people that did tune into the live with myself and Eunice. If you haven't seen that, make sure you go back and watch that. I'm going to link it up here because that's when the breaking news happened during that live. So it was a bit of a mad one, man. So definitely go back and check that one out. But let's see what Mr. Fabrizio Romano has had to say around this situation to do with Raphinha, who looked so close to joining Arsenal in their new revolution for their title battle. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, some of the people, some Arsenal fans on social media have actually said if they had a front three of Gabriel Jesus, Raphinha and Gabriel Martinelli, they were going to be competing for the league. I know, it's insane, but it's back to life, back to reality. Let us see the sequence of events of what Mr. Fabrizio Romano has had to say. Chelsea and Leeds have reached a full agreement for Raphinha. Official bid accepted around 60 to 65 million pounds with add-ons included. Main part of the amount to be paid immediately. It's done between the two clubs. Talks now ongoing on the player's side on personal terms and contract. Todd Boehly is on it. Yes, Mr. Todd Boehly has been busy as he has promised, and the first transfer looking likely to be done under the Todd Boehly era is Raphinha. And boy, how do I feel about this potentially? I'm gassed, I'm not going to lie to you, but this to me says that we're definitely not going to be getting Ousmane Dembele, who was my first choice. I've been a huge fan of him since he'd been playing at Rennes. I'm not even going to lie to you, I do think he's a top player. But Raphinha, is he a bad second? Absolutely not. We've seen what he's done at Leeds. Very, very good right winger, left-footed player as well. Very, very skillful. Can be quite creative as well. Listen, it's just what we need in this attack. Thomas Tuchel obviously loves him, and we've got to trust the manager 100%. Now, when it comes to Raphinha and how we're going to use this guy, I've seen a lot of people saying, well, David Ornstein being one of them, saying Tuchel's thinking about using him as a right wing back. I highly doubt it. I do think we will get right wing back cover for Reece James, that being Jonathan Klaus. Why do I think that's going to happen? Lens are only asking for 10 million euros. He's not going to ask for astronomical wages. He's also a Chelsea fan, and he really wants to come to the club. So that's a move that makes sense to me. I don't see Raphinha playing as a right wing back. I just hope he will be used as a winger. But I do think that is a brilliant signing. But what else has Mr. Fabrizio Romano had to say? Because apparently I thought Raphinha was going to be signing for Arsenal, but there is some truth that Arsenal were interested in Raphinha and they were negotiating with Leeds. But let's see what the info coming from Mr. Fabrizio Romano says here. More on Raphinha. Arsenal had a meeting with Leeds and made a new verbal bid in the last few hours that was turned down by Leeds United. Barcelona also called Leeds again, but no chance to match Chelsea's bid. Chelsea are now working to get the agreement done, also on personal terms. So it is looking like Chelsea have stolen march in the race. Nobody is saying that Arsenal was never in for Raphinha, but what we did know is that if Chelsea were deciding to step into this race and we did show serious interest in Raphinha, no doubt is he going to pick Chelsea. Has he picked Chelsea yet? It hasn't been done yet. It's not official. He's not holding the shirt up. Do Arsenal still have a chance? Yes, they do, but they've got an uphill battle to face against Chelsea. We can offer them Champions League football. We've just been a better club than them for the past over a decade now and counting. You see what I'm saying? So it makes every bit of sense that Raphinha will turn them down and come to us if he's got any ambition. So big up Raphinha. And the last tweet that I am actually going to read out from Fabrizio Romano is that Chelsea are now going into talks with Raphinha's side and agent Deco. Yeah, former Chelsea midfielder on the personal terms. it's a key step before the here we go, as Arsenal and Barca were in talks with Leeds also today, this morning. It seems like all of the information is coming out thick and fast. Fabrizio Romano did say the other day that Todd Boehly was going to be busy in terms of transfers, that he was making good relationships with different agents and that. And look, it looks like Raphinha is going to be coming to us. It does make sense. If it's going to be between us and Arsenal, Arsenal have had the approach rejected, but I do think that's more down to the fee. They were saying that personal terms between Arsenal and the player had been agreed, but Chelsea, the mighty Chelsea, we have stepped in and we've completely muddied them, because I've seen a lot of them on social media. They're talking, especially in the spaces, they're talking some stuff like, oh, Chelsea haven't made any signings. Yeah, we don't know that the new board's going to invest. We don't know if they're going to spend the 60 million on a Raphinha or somebody like that. You guys could be in the mud. I don't think you're going to make top 4. It's still early in the transfer window. We cannot get too carried away. Chelsea included. Chelsea included. Now, I need to see us address the important positions. We need to get the centre-back situation sorted out. We need to get that defensive midfield situation sorted out. We need to get Sterling over the line. But so far, so good. I personally think it's a decent signing. Raheem Sterling on one side, Raphinha on the other side. Now the question comes to who is going to go down the middle. And we have had some news actually on Neymar. Yes, on Neymar. Actually, Thiago Silva rather than Neymar, and Thiago Silva has come out and spoken. What has he said about Neymar? Well, I'm going to read you direct quotes from the man himself. So Thiago Silva has said on Neymar, he has to go to Chelsea. If it happens, it will be for the best. He needs no comments. So far, I don't know anything, but I hope it comes to fruition. Very, very interesting. And what I am also hearing is the fact that PSG are willing to pay Neymar's entire wage packet to wherever he is going to be loaned, which to me is absolutely insane if that is true. I'm still going to take it with a pinch of salt until I see more and more journalists come out with that news, because that is a lot of money that they're going to be paying. 600k plus a week. Do you know what I mean? And for the club to be paying absolutely nothing, every club are going to be biting Neymar's hand off for him to be playing there. But can I see this happening? Again, if rumours are to be believed and that the wages are going to be covered, I do think that we are a strong candidate for Neymar to be coming to Chelsea Football Club. I'm not going to lie to you. And why do I say that? Does he walk into our team? Absolutely. He'll be the best player in that team by an absolute country mile. Can he fulfill the role that we may ask him to play? Now, it's very, very interesting. Yes, we have, we're about to sign Raphinha, it's looking like, and we're about to sign Raheem Sterling. But those are not direct replacements for Lukaku. Now, I know Neymar doesn't necessarily play down the middle. Hear what I'm trying to say. The three of them, if it's a front three, can interchange. There's also Kai Havertz as well, but they can interchange. And Neymar, his role at PSG, I know, has been a lot to create. He assists Mbappe like absolutely crazy. So he's very strong on the creative side, but let's not get it twisted. He is a very, very strong goal scorer as well when he needs to be. So I think if you took a bit of the creative side away from him and you put the goal scoring responsibilities more on his shoulder, he might thrive. He might thrive, and the three of them interchanging, because we know Raheem Sterling can score goals. We know Raphinha can create goals and can cut in on that left foot and cause damage. Neymar as well, we just know the player. He is absolute generational talent, is Neymar. So, look, it could be a very, very exciting summer. Todd Boehly has promised marquee signings. It remains to be seen who they are. But what we do know is that there needs to be a lot more improvements for Chelsea Football Club. How do I feel about this news? I am absolutely gassed. And especially at the fact that I get to go on back again and absolutely mud both Troops and Zaha, who looked absolutely smug and confident that Raphinha was going to the Emirates, as were many, many other Arsenal social media people. And it is absolutely beautiful to see them getting humbled. Absolutely. And to those that did stay humble, commiserations to you. And you get me. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and check out Lee Gunner's video, because I'm sure he's absolutely ripping the Arsenal fan base right now. So I've got to get some snacks and catch some joke to watch that. But like I said at the beginning of the video, if you haven't already seen the live between me and Eunice where we do discuss our transfer targets, and we did get the breaking news live on the Raphinha news, make sure you go and check that. I will plug that at the end of this video as well. It did show up later, earlier on in the video as well at the top. So make sure you do go and check that out. Very, very good talk. And I'll most probably be back with another video for you guys tomorrow and during the week if there are any more updates. But as for now, leave your thoughts down there in the comments. What do you think about this potential Raphinha signing? Do you think he fits the bill? Would you have preferred Raphinha to Ousmane Dembele? And do you think this is a good start to our transfer window? Are you now starting to feel excited now that we've gone from monitoring FC to interested FC to actually speaking and trying to close the deal on players that we are interested in? Let me know your thoughts. But before I leave, make sure you do subscribe, smash up that like button and leave your thoughts down there in the comments as well. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, peace out people and up the Chelsea.